Hey guys, hi once again. This is ldmaxi, and today we have Fergus with us. Hi Fergus, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on the show, of course.
Yeah, of course. So I just gotta tell you guys, we had a bit of a technical issue, so we just recorded like a whole episode and we couldn't use it. So it's a bit sad, but luckily,
Stuff happens, man. Stuff
yeah,
happens.
technical stuff. So okay, so once again, Fergus, tell us a bit about yourself. Who are you and what are you all about?
So, well, my actual name is Fergus, but I also use it as my gamer tag, so it makes it easy for people, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, I'm from Ireland, and I started with Tekken back in Tattoo, and so basically before Tattoo, I was a Street Fighter player, but then I didn't like the game so much, so I swapped over to Tekken when Tattoo came out, and I started playing from there on, and I've been all over the world this year and last year. I've been to many different countries and so on, thanks to the sponsors I've had last year and my current one this year, which is UYU. And my
Yeah.
character is Asuka, and I hope to represent her through future tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. So for those of you that are a bit newer to Tekken, Fergus, you're a top contender at the Tekken World Tour, and you're like a top European representative, and always a pleasure
Well,
to
no.
watch you play.
Okay.
It's really cool, really
Yeah,
cool.
I'm currently sitting on number 19 at the moment.
Yeah,
After Summer Jam, like I was 17 and I've been bumped down to 19
yeah. I
recently.
consider that top player. Like
Yeah.
that's legit. That's really high.
Thanks. Yeah. So I hope to cling on to it till the end.
Yeah, of course. And now, as you might know, I'm going to the finals to watch you guys play, and
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
yeah. So we're gonna take that this opportunity because you're a top player, and we wanna get inside your head and know how you think and all that
Sure.
stuff. So
It's
we're
it's
gonna
not much, just backstory stuff
it's
in my
just
head.
it's like Homer
Backstory.
Simpson. No, you top players are often so humble. Like you don't. It's like
No.
you take it for granted somehow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, cool. So I asked you to pick a match that we could do some commentary on, and which one did you choose?
I chose it's a bit of a it's a bit of a popular one. I chose myself against Joey Fury at Head Stompers.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna share my screen here so we can all look at it, and let's see here. Here we go. And so now people can't see me; they can only see you, but they can hear me. So
Okay. Okay.
so they can
Okay.
see the match and they can see your face, and we're gonna run it a bit slower.
Hmm.
Um, so so it's not too much. So
Okay. So
okay.
a lot of people ask me like, why did I play Katrina against Joey? Like, no Asuka at all. Is because we played in Poland previous to this. I think it's about a month before this, and we met in the brackets.
Mm,
And then I started with Asuka, and I don't really like her against Paul, and he had chosen Paul. So so he beat my Asuka with Paul. Then I switched to Katrina and beat the Paul, and
uh-huh.
then he switched to Jack and beat my Asuka. No, beat my Katrina after that.
So it
So
was kind of like cat and mouse game.
yeah, exactly. It was like enter picking each other constantly. So for this, we actually did a blind pick. Um,
Okay.
so we had to tell a judge, what characters we were going to play, and then commit.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know. He must have thought I would play Asuka, but I was like, nah, not after Poland. So I went with so I went with Katrina.
Uh-huh. So I haven't actually seen this match, and I've never actually seen you play Katarina either. How come you like her as well, you know?
Um, well, overall, it's just I really like the character a lot herself, but I think where Asuka struggles, Katrina does well because Asuka up close kind of struggles keeping pressure on because her job isn't the best for pressure. So she kind of relies on like minus frames and mental advantage. While
Yeah.
Katrina is really strong at staying close to her opponent and like forcing control up close with her jab strings and her down front one, which is in my opinion one of the best in the game. So she's really good at just staying close and keeping close. So I
Okay.
think she's good against characters like Paul or Mishimas, etc., where she can not give them much breathing room to do what they want.
Uh-huh. And if he had picked Jack, would that have been like a good scenario anyway? I mean, was it a win-win in your opinion?
If he had picked Jack, like in the first, like it would have been hard for Katrina because I don't think Katrina's too strong against Jack.
No, okay.
So I'm grateful. Like in this scenario, I guess correctly on the blind pick.
Yeah.
So basically, another reason why I also like Katrina against these kind of characters is because if she guesses right on a low, like Delma Man or Hell Sweep or Laos, Delma 4-1, etc., you know, she gets a huge reward because of her damage output. I got so lucky here. he got sight wall spot here.
Yeah.
I actually would have been dead from that if he had like a directly like carry.
Proper combo, yeah. So Head Stomper, this tournament is in Denmark, right? Norway.
Yeah, Copenhagen.
Ah, okay, cool. Oh, it's close to Stockholm, close to me.
Mm. So basically, my whole game plan with Katrina is just don't let him breathe with Paul, and just don't let him have the momentum to do what he wants, you know, which is I find kind of hard to do Asuka against him.
All right, yeah. I see.
He wins this first match because I was just like taking unnecessary risks and like getting blown up first.
Mm-hmm. So when you are when you know that you're gonna play against Joey Fury, what is your thought process? Are you focusing on his characters, or do you have some sort of like profile of him? Or
so I know Joey he likes to space for a while, but then when he gets like antsy, he will go in, and that's where Katrina excels because she has so many strong counter tools up close, and like I said, like child space control and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to like break him down with Katrina, force him to take a risk that I can punish heavily. Like she can punish Death Fist very consistently, and if she blocks Demo Man, she can do hop kick to wall carry, and it gets a huge damage. Gets huge like the stomp of a 4 combo. So like the risk reward's in my favor in this matchup in most cases.
So that was the game plan beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. It was just like, see, this is a really bad whiff from me. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, that cost me the match.
So what did you think here after this first one? Were you kind of adjusting your theory here, or was it like you expected and you just?
After the first match, I was thinking, because usually after I lose the first match, I would switch to a different character. But in this set, I was thinking, no, Katrina is the character I need right now. So I stuck with her. See, I was kind of hesitant, but I was thinking, no, I need this character in this set. So I stuck with her.
Oh, I see.
That was just a troll. Like I've been playing Lee loads in ranks, and it's like tease the crowd with Lee.
Was this just to like mess with his head, or just?
Yeah, it's just show man, like just show off a bit.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, I stuck to Katrina and just like hope for the best, really.
Yeah. Were you thinking about anything specific here, like something about the last game, or what were you thinking here?
I was thinking, like I was playing well. I just made 1 or 2 really dumb errors, like that big huge whip at the end. So I was thinking, just don't do that again.
Okay.
Just play more controlled and safer, and then I should be okay.
And how were you feeling here? Were you like a bit nervous, or were you like excited?
Well, I was really nervous because it's European versus American, so there's pressure for me to win, and I especially needed points at this time because I was like hanging out top 20 or something, so I needed points. So there was pressure for me to perform and to represent.
Right. So what do you feel like you play better under pressure, or is it?
The thing is, when I play under pressure with Asuka, sometimes it works out anyway because, I don't know what that combo was. That was pressure. that was pressure right there.
Yeah.
But when I play Asuka, I can do my panic moves if I'm under pressure, and sometimes they work, like back 3, side step 2, and so on.
Yeah.
And with Katrina, you do have to be more controlled because I can't just do those things with Asuka. I can do with Katrina. I mean, those things with Katarina I can do as good. So I try to play more controls with Katarina.
Okay, I see.
Look at the damage I get. See, this is what I mean. Like I block something, I get this damage. So that's why I really like her against Paul.
Okay.
So this time, there was something I wasn't really doing here. He was doing down front one into sway on block, but I wasn't doing the options left to beat it. Like you can do side step right into duck to beat pretty much like nearly every option out of it. But I wasn't like trained well enough to do that. So what I did was I just kind of disrespected, the situation.
Okay. You weren't trained at this moment, or because of the tournament setting, or what? Why didn't you do it?
I just wasn't ready for the situation to do it.
Okay.
Like, like by the time it happens, I didn't react fast enough to do it. And this is where I felt a lot of confidence because I was leading to it. So I started with like a really slow load. That's how confident I was. Yeah. I was like, even if he blocks this, I still got a way to go anyway.
Okay.
So I was just like testing his reactions kind of.
So you were kind of feeling that you had the control here, that you were...
Exactly, yeah. So like I'm just dashing in with jabs, like just keeping him in control out of deficits and trying to start his pressure.
Yeah, so at this moment you're just mostly thinking of trying not to whiff. Is that...
Yeah, I am, yeah. But then I do something unsafe anyway. Yeah. that's how I kill myself a lot. I just like do so many stupid things and hang myself for no reason. And then I got the range strike combo here. Nice. And she gets a really good Oki after this. So I see that's something I kind of need to work on with Katarina. I am my Oki with her isn't so good because I try to do dash stomp, but it's kind of linear. So when the side roll, it gets away from it.
So what should you do instead? Like what's a
probably just down 3 or something, just like the low kick, just something quick and simple. Keep it effective.
Okay. So here he stayed with Paul, right?
No, he actually switched to Jack here.
Oh, he did. Okay.
And this is where I was like, okay, this is gonna be hard. And this match is probably the most scrambly match I've ever played. This is why I picked this video because this match is super scrambly. Okay.
So you felt kind of like you were losing control here, but you came out on top anyway, or is that how you see it?
Well, I got lucky about 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But you'll see what I mean when it plays through.
I actually think I've seen this match, but I don't know. I was kind of like working at the same time. It was in the background, I think.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, it's the last match is everything like.
Yeah. This is the deciding one, right?
Yeah. So here I was thinking, is he gonna play Jack or is he gonna play Paul again? But it's like surely Jack, and I was ready for this.
Okay, so you had this kind of scenario in your head as well, right?
Yeah. So I'm thinking here, I wish I had Asuka in this moment for this matchup because I really like Asuka in this, but I have Katarina I got to work with. This is what I committed to. So.
How often do you play Katarina? I mean, because I've only seen you play Asuka.
Well, I play Katarina a lot online, and I would consider her like my secondary at the moment. Because like she saves me in some tournament sets, like especially like against this Leo player in Italy. I was then 0-2 at Asuka, and I switched to Katarina and won 3 in a row and back.
So she's like your lucky charm, kind of thing.
In a way, like she's good in some matchups where Asuka will kind of struggle in anyway.
Yeah.
But this matchup is where I was like, I need Asuka because like I'm kind of being kept out easily with Katarina.
Okay, so what's the plan here? Is it similar to Paul, trying to keep close?
Just get in, don't let him breathe, and then try and get a lucky hop kick in on his low or something, and just kill him with 60% combos.
Okay.
It's basically how I played with Asuka, but riskier. Because with Asuka, I can check him in with can-cans if he's doing like a load of lows. But with Katarina, I have like hop kick, which is obviously unsafe, but really rewarding if I land it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like being a bit impatient here. See, I tried to hop. See, that's what I mean. I tried to hop kick and again. So I tried to like just get that one hop kick in to secure my rounds, but I wasn't really getting that the first 2 rounds.
Okay. So this plan of yours to stay close and like not let him breathe, was this mostly because of your opponent, like Joey Fury, or because of your character?
Well, it's really character versus character because Jack likes to keep you out and Katrina likes to be up close. So it's just like the dynamics of the matchup, really. But Joey's playing Jack very aggressively here at the moment.
Yeah. What do you think that is?
Well, just in reverse, like just don't let Katrina have the momentum. So it kind of works both ways. But I think I remember how I lost this one. Down 3 low parry. Yeah. I was really surprised he low parried that because that's such like a weird sequence to do. Like down 2 higher cancel and block, and then crouch cancel down 3.
Yeah.
So I was like, how is he ready for that? No Katrina does that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something you can really see amongst the top players, that you have really good low parry.
Yeah, well, my low parry is non-assistant because my character's Asuka, so she kind of ruins me for low defense because it's like, why block a low parry when I can crush it, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right.
And that shows my Katrina where I'm just like hop kicking everything. But I was just trying to stay in. But at this point, I was like, my brain was off, so I was just like, I'll just do stuff.
Okay, so you were playing more on like autopilot here.
Kinda, yeah, but like controlled autopilot, you know, like I was staying kind of safe-ish as well, but he's actually one of the very people who like actually side rolls that. Okay, this is one of the rounds where I got super lucky. I think he did something and then debugger, I think. See, I was trying to do back 1-1 because it's a mid and has a delayable extension, so it's good to close round switch. And then debugger. But look at this. He misjudged, and look at this.
Oh wow, that was close.
my punish barely connected.
Yeah.
He misjudged the damage on the dive.
Yeah.
And then I almost messed up my punish and get timer scammed, you know.
Yeah. It's so lucky that move has such a long delay. So even if you whiffed, you had time to hit him, you know.
Exactly, yeah. But I almost messed up the punish anyway somehow because I was just so nervous.
Yeah.
So I just kind of felt myself here. Like after that round, I was like, "This." I thought this is mine now. That's actually the wrong punish.
Oh, wow.
So I blocked it and did 2-2 wall splat, which again was kind of lucky once again. No,
so
this round is everything.
What like this situation happens so often, like final round. What do you think? Like what's the like? I mean, what happens in your head when you're in that situation? Because there's gotta be so much pressure, you know.
Oh God, yeah, like tremendous pressure. Like I'm just thinking. I'll tell you after this. Like so. Yeah. That was actually supposed to be down chop, but I got something slow instead.
Oh, wow.
So that situation shouldn't happen. But then I don't know. This is so bad. So basically, I got lucky hop kick and I misjudged the wall carry.
Oh.
And then I run up and did this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so look at Joey.
Then I just kind of popped off on him.
Even better seeing that in slow motion.
You see my friend on the very far right in the black shirt. The thumbnail's blocking him, but
okay, let's see. I gotta see this one.
So basically, I'll tell you what happened.
Oh, I can't.
So it's my friend laughing there. He's kind of looking back. But basically, I did Katrina's 444 in real life, but the camera didn't show it.
Oh, okay.
So he was just laughing at it. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the screen share here. Cool.
So yeah, that was a set. It was super scrambly. Somehow won it through like 3 clutch. But thing is, that with me, I'm really good at comebacks because I give up, then I just do whatever, like less pressure.
All right, yeah.
And that helps me a lot. Like I'm usually when I'm 0-2, then there's a good chance of me doing 3 in a row when I just like whatever, and then just play, you know.
Yeah.
But if I'm leading, I'm thinking, okay, just stay calm. You know, you have to lead, do your thing. But then that adds pressure to me, so I find it really hard to close rounds and matches.
Yeah.
It's easier for me to do comebacks than it is to just close a lead.
It's kind of like chasing someone or being chased. It's kind of easier to chase someone in a way.
Exactly, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's so funny. Like you see that so often with like two players, like they start playing and the life bars go down so much, and then at the end it's kind of like it's
Yeah,
impossible for them to like
yeah, right. I
take.
know that. Yeah, it's just like it's impossible to get that last bit of percentage left.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like it looks so weird. Why it should be so hard at the
Like it
very end.
could take like 3 seconds to get that point, and then another 3 seconds to get that last bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So how well do you know Joey Fury? Like, did you talk beforehand and after?
Well, we talk on Twitter the all time, and like we met in person a few times. We're pretty good. Like it looks like we have beef through these matches because we get matched up so much, but it's all good. We're good people. We're good.
Yeah, cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so let's see. Tell us a bit more about your origins because we have a few more minutes here.
Oh,
So
sure.
for people that don't, you said you started playing Soul Calibur. No,
Yeah. Like my name, my ID was Fergus 2K8.
yeah,
So 2K8 was when I kind of started playing fighting games, like to a competitive level. Well, not when I say competitive, I mean like researching the game beyond the mechanics and casuals and that kind of thing.
yeah,
What's so called before I started learning a bit about like frame data, combos, what the moves do, and like properties and terms and that kind of stuff.
yeah.
So that lasted for a few months. I played online with Sophie T and Cassandra. So I played that online for a while. Then Street Fighter 4 came out, which is like the big push for the fighting game community as a whole. And so I played that. I played Kami and Ryu, and I played that online for ages. And then Super Street Fighter 4 came out like a year later, and I played that as well. And
Which game was that? Say again.
Super Street Fighter 4, I think
Ah,
it came out 2010, like early 2010.
hmm,
So, and then later that year, I found the local Irish fighting game community through an anime convention.
yeah.
So I found them through that, and I just stuck with them ever since, like 8 years later now.
That was the local fighting game community, or just for for Street Fighter or Tekken or both? Or?
It was as a whole, like for all the different games. And but there was no Tekken at the time. Tekken was unheard of then.
Oh,
Like there
really?
wasn't really much for Tekken in Ireland at all. And then when Tattoo came out, like I didn't expect to get into it at all. I just bought it as another, everyone buys all the new fighting
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
Most of us do anyway. Just like try it out and play for a few weeks or a month and then just drop it. And so
So,
that was me in Tekken.
so
So
what made you want to play Tekken when there wasn't like a local community? I mean, okay, you said you just bought the game, so you were just like, yeah, I'm just gonna play this online. Is that how it was? Or?
well, when Tattoo came out, there was a scene for the game when Tattoo came out. I
Okay.
mean, for Tekken 6, it wasn't much. But for Tattoo, when the game came out, like people started playing it together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that lasted about 6 months or 12 months before everyone kind of started disappearing. And then it was just me playing online for almost the rest of eternity, And but what helped me a lot was when I started playing Tekken, like a few months after release, I started saying, okay, I actually really like this game a lot. Like, so I just kind of like dropped all the other fighting games, started focusing on Tekken, and
What
then
what made you like the game? I mean, what was it about it that?
I just liked the whole risk reward aspect of it. Like, I liked that when you block something, for the most case, you are rewarded with either your own advantage, like you gain plus frames if someone does something safe on you, but minus you gain plus frames.
Yeah.
Or if you block a mix-up, you can usually punish them. If it's a low, you can punish it. I didn't like in 2D games how oppressive risk reward was. Like, you block a cross-up or a fake cross-up situation, you guess right, but they still have pressure. And
Yeah.
I really didn't like that aspect of it. So I liked being rewarded
For
for
guessing
my,
right.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
And what also helped me was when I got into Tekken, I started streaming as well. So I think it was January, like it came out in September. So about January or February, I started streaming. And then that helped me tremendously because, like if you want to learn a game, you have to like research it yourself or go into training mode and that kind of stuff. But in my case, like I did a lot of research, of course, but in my case, most of it was done through the chat alone. Like if someone did something unsafe on me, or I don't know what move it was, I can just ask in the chat, what was that move? And then they'll say it was this and this, and you can punish with this from your character. I'm like, oh, cheers, thanks. And so I can just ask in real time, as I'm playing. So I find that extremely helpful, and it definitely helps me grow as a player.
It's kind of like Team Fergus is competing around the world.
And us against the world.
That's pretty cool, actually. It's like you bring your whole community with you, and
exactly, yeah. So I definitely wouldn't be where I am without my following on Twitch. Definitely not. Cool.
How often do you stream these days?
Oh, too much. Like maybe every second day or so.
Yeah.
But like when I do, I stream for like a fair bit, like 3 to 4 hours, or even a bit longer most times.
And that's at the Twitch / Joey.
Twitch / Fergus2K.
Fergus2K. Okay. So I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video. Thanks. And also your Twitter is Joey _ No, wait. Oh, I've had the wrong. Sorry, man. I had the wrong overlay the whole time.
Oh yeah, I was wondering what
Okay. I'm gonna re-edit. I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it. Sure. And you watching, you're not gonna notice anything. It's gonna say Fergus. Sorry about that, man. So many technical stuff. Okay. So okay. Do you have any last questions for any last words for the viewers?
Just want to say thanks for supporting me, and like I said, my following on Twitch helps me a lot. And shout out to UYU for sending me all over the place for this year Tekken Motor. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, man. Thank you so much for joining, and let's do another episode soon.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay. Thank you, guys. See you later.
Bye. See you. Thank you.
Bye.